So good morning this morning, Mr.
Good
Charles.
morning.
It's a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, sir, Mr. Charles. Firstly, federal government has yesterday approved 185 billion naira for fuel subsidy removal palliative for states at Abuja yesterday.
And the rice, right?
No, that's for the rice.
That's for the rice.
Yes, so that states can at least they know more about their own state, so to distribute it to the 30 states across Nigeria.
First and foremost, you ask yourself this question: How many how many bags of rice makes one trailer?
Makes one
One trailer.
one trailer.
Yes, you're talking about 600 bags.
Yes.
When you times 600 times 5, you're talking about 3,000 bags. Even Ogba alone can eat 3,000 bags. That's 3,000 bags per one state. Is not a welcome development. And the 5 billion naira, the 5 billion naira is going to go to the governor. The governors will have to eat up the money, and you don't even know how the money was shared within themselves. So I am not even expecting. You don't expect me to start clapping for them because they have decided to issue out a palliative to a lot of states. It's even a slap to a state like Lagos and Kano, who are supposed to have been given a huge amount of money and a huge sum of rice compared to other states like Bayelsa, Ebonyi, and Kogi State. So it's not a welcome development. Every day you keep on hearing palliative from different angles. You know, sometimes you do ask yourself, does this government actually, are they really in line with the demands of people? No. The answer is no. You are giving about palliative. What happened to the previous palliative that has been issued? Have you got to anyone? No. You keep on hearing palliative now and then, every day. Tomorrow you still hear another one that has a palliative. A bag of rice, assuming your family were giving a bag of rice, how many cups of rice were you going to get in your family? So it's not, you should not expect me to start coming down to this place and start clapping for the whole governor. Tinubu have just done that in order, before you know what is happening. The 180 billion naira, you don't even know how. Imagine the way these people are calling money, as if they are calling papers. Before you know what it is, you don't even know how the huge amount of money was spent or has been spent within themselves. So I am not even happy with whatever is going on.
So the president already promised accountability, and this is a new development. So the 8,000 naira he was advised to share before. I think the rice will still go around.
Let him go and sit down,
Than the
let
8,000
him
naira.
go and sit down, my brother. Is what is right? What is right? Is it the industry we are talking about? 180 billion naira. Do you know that 180 billion naira can set up a very good company in Nigeria that they can be able to employ you and I? You are a journalist. 180 billion naira can give you a very substantial office as a journalist, and then you will be very, very much comfortable on whatever you are doing. So let them go and sit down. They don't know what they are doing. They don't even have the accountability. What does Tinubu know about accountability?
So he also said he's going to improve our educational standard in Nigeria. He said education is our foremost tools against poverty.
What baffled me most is that most of these people, they went to school, and most of them, they don't even go to school in this place. They went to school in abroad. Of it, they have known the value and the importance of education. But what is wrong with them? Are they in a kind of any spare or what, that they don't want to equip themselves academically and advance themselves within the importance of being an educated somebody? You went to school. What stopped you from becoming the president? What stopped you from becoming the governor? And what stopped you from knowing fully well that the life of every Nigerian, every citizen, lies in the foundation given to him educationally? So these people sometimes they behave as if they don't know, as if most of the teachers that educated them, and today they can speak, they can write. What happened to those teachers? There's what I may call this value in terms of the teachers' treatment. So it's not fair. They don't even value education. So I don't expect them. Whatever they are saying is just tomorrow now you hear that about 100 billion naira has been mapped out for education in Nigeria. At the end of the day, however the money will be shared, you and I will not even know. So they should go and sit down. They are nothing but a waste of time.
So another one is Emefiele collapsed in court yesterday.
Emefiele collapsed in court. Emefiele is making a very big mistake. Is it Emefiele? Emefiele was among the ones that most of the suffering Nigerians are suffering today. A lot of people doesn't have money today because of Emefiele. I was at Enugu when there was a cashless policy. I traveled to Enugu. So, you know, in Enugu there you can collect 10,000 naira with 10,000 naira. A lot of people suffer. But you ask yourself this question. Emefiele is just keeping quiet. What is wrong with that young man? A lot of people ask you to do what you are doing. Why can't you name those people so that everybody will know that you are not the only culprit on that? Emefiele cannot just come out on a very on a sensitive note and just decide on what to do without the communication, without the order, without the mandate of somebody or other people. Coup is coming in together to bring out an importance of what being taking a decision. But you decided to take a decision. Now you are suffering alone in court. Why not name all those culprits so that everybody will suffer the way you are suffering? But you are keeping quiet. So I'm not even supposed to be even commenting on the Emefiele because it's nothing but a disgrace to humanhood, to manhood.
So lastly, ECOWAS troops, we are ready to storm Niger.
If they are ready to storm Niger, they should look at my head because my head is as important as anything. Niger have told them
they are storming Niger, not
if
Nigeria.
they want to storm it, my brother, anything that affect Niger will affect Nigeria. Let me tell you, anything that will affect Niger. Niger has a common border with Kano. Niger has a common border with Sokoto and Katsina. So they should be very, very careful on the way they are storming all those people because a lot of Nigerians will die at the spot. Are you getting me? Because we are talking about lives and property. You want to do what? You are ready to send in a troop to Niger. I have said it time without them on countless occasions. Niger have told you on countless occasions that they are very, very much happy and comfortable with whatever that happens to them based on the coup d'etat. Why not allow these people? Why are we wasting time? Why we have a lot of things to fight for? We have a lot of things to cater for. And then you are there bringing Panado in an arm's head. And in the sense that you want to do what? You want to go in and fight a war that you are not even invited. This is a war that is an uninvited war. Niger have told you time without number, even with the citizens and indigenous of Niger, that we are very, very much happy and comfortable with whatever that is happening in Niger. They want that military. Even Nigeria, if Nigeria can even, if the military people can even come in and take over in Nigeria, I will be very, very much happy because the democratic setting have failed Nigerians. Because the reason why must there always military intervention in every country is because of what? Corruption. So there's a lot of corruptions in Nigeria. So they should also come in. So Tinubu should be very, very careful. We have a lot of problems affecting our country. So let us go and fight our own, not going in and drinking Panado in another person's head.
So this is a bonus. I know you are one of Tobi Amusa fan. Yesterday it was clear of the doping allegation by the whites, the Europeans.
Well, I'm very, very much happy for her because had it been something like that did not come up on time, we have a lot of competition coming on, she wouldn't have been there. So, and had it been she was found wanting. So that's why I said I'm very, very much happy and excited because she would have been a culprit in the sense that almost all the accolades she have collected, award would have they would have stripped up all the accolades from her, collected from her. At the end of the day, they found out what they did to, I think, one former number one, Mr. Board, I think some time ago, they collected almost all his award. So I'm very, very much happy and excited that it has taken place and everything should have been cleared up. So I pray, let her go and gather in her house together and forge ahead and know that victory is ahead. I'm very, very much happy for her. And once again, I say congratulations. Thank you very much.
So congratulations to Tobi Amusa. Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Charles. So that's all from Mr. Charles. So good morning, sir. Good morning. Welcome on board today, sir.
Thank God it's Friday.
So you are one of the people that want these people to in these countries to work.
Yeah,
and I think the federal government is heading to the right spot.
Yeah, I have to give them that kudos.
All right. Yesterday, the federal government approves 185 billion naira for fuel subsidy palliative for states, across all 30 states in Nigeria.
And,
at Abuja yesterday.
And 15 bags or 16 bags to all states,
yes.
of grains
Yes,
to all states. So
how do you see this development?
It's a welcome development and it's a good development.
Do you think this is going to go around?
It's not left. Yeah, it's not left for all of us now to go around to our different states We can't just sit down in Lagos and see that everything is being, distributed rightly. Because if you don't go back to that state to monitor the distribution of those palliative, it will still come back to you, because every one of us still have dependents in those states that we send money to. That will pushing our own, what's it called, burning and spendings, right? And as it is now, it's left for the governor to do the rightful things and get things done the right way, because those governors, they shouldn't be political, with the palliative. Give what is Caesar to Caesar. Let the whole thing goes round, because it's a palliative for masses, not palliative for politicians, followers alone. So let us do the things right way. What is affecting us in this country is man no man. It has to be from my side. I have to just settle my people first. I have to settle my political, followers first. Let this thing go around, because we are all citizens before we become politicians. We are first citizen of Nigeria before we become a politician. So to me, that palliative should go around to cushion the effects of this hardship everybody is facing here.
All right, sir. So, sir, do you suggest all of us should go back to our state
No,
to get this, or is going to come yet?
yeah. You see the issue there, and I'm so happy that
The population in Lagos State.
yes, I'm so happy that some people are really complaining about Lagos allocation. Lagos allocation is not really what can put food on the table for the masses alone. When you are given a 20 million populated state, which is the one of the heartbeats of Nigeria, that produces the majority of the income. I mean, talk of the tax, talk of this thing, the allocation the federal government is collecting from Lagos is too enormous than giving them that 5 billion. I think Lagos is supposed to be given like 10 billion because of the overwhelming citizens that are in Lagos now. All of us have abandoned our different states, but we forgotten that charity begins at home, because if the home is not well, the outside can't be okay for you. Where you migrate to can't be okay, because your home and their dependents there, and they keep demanding for support, from financial support, monetary support from you. So, but if the state is okay, I mean, everybody will. Lagos is really overwhelmed. Let's take it like that. Lagos budget supposed to be, Lagos allocation supposed to be more than other states. For the palliative, yes.
All right, going forward, Emefiele collapse in court.
Emefiele collapsed in court. Are you sure he collapsed? He was just hiding his face. He didn't collapse. Somebody that collapsed, they have to revive. I've never seen anybody that collapsed and they revived in that. Emefiele is just acting drama. He's frustrated.
So
when he was spending the largest, imagine buying a vehicle with 6 point something billion naira, and there are people suffering in his village. You are spending money as if you are money launderers. I don't understand this. There are people you can do charity for in your. What's the excess of buying 6 point something billion naira car to do what? For election. And you are sitting CBN governor, you stay put on the seat. I mean, you cannot fool. You can fool yourself for a while. You can't fool yourself forever. I don't. You could see what we went through. A life was lost. Life was lost. The same thing people are crying out now for, that the senators are enjoying themselves where there is hardship in the country. Emefiele was enjoying himself doing that Naira policy, and a lot of people are suffering. I suffered a loss under that Naira policy. So why should I pity such person? Why should I pity? Because when he was having fun with the largest, when he was having fun with the billions of Naira, he allocated to himself. He did not share anybody anything. So those people who share the money, those are the ones that you are seeing following him. The lawyers is what they want to they want to get from him.
Why do you think it's hard for him to bring out his accomplice? Because he can't do it alone.
He can't do. There's one that one lady Yaro. That was supposed to be in court too, but he quickly said that morning that he was sick. Can you imagine when he was swallowing money? He wasn't sick. He was okay. Can you see all this mentality of this country? And we start blaming governors. We start blaming one Tinubu, blaming this thing. The country has been in dirty mode already. Corrupted, dirty mode. We have now. Corruption has overwhelmed, majority of us in this country. That's one thing.
Okay, sir. Going forward, sir. ECOWAS Troops.
Yeah, they are
The
set to
ECOWAS
launch
said
attack.
we are ready.
Yeah, they should, because
attack
they have
Niger.
spoiled all the diplomatic. They said diplomatic, go diplomatic way with them. They've gone diplomatic, and it's like diplomatic way they've gone is still even empowering. It's still making them more stronger and stronger and stronger. So since they decided that they are not going to, step down, step back on their decision, this what ECOWAS is telling them is revert back to the democratic government. Then they will now have an election that they can, they can freeze Bazo out. Let him contest an election, bring him back, and the choice of the masses, as the masses that they dashed out to the city, to the road, on the road that they want the military. Then let it be through democratic system, so that you will know that you are on the train of democracy, because in all over the world, in all over the countries, the UN said will not support juntas, military juntas, to plan coup and overthrow a democratic elected president. It's a cake.
Sir.
It's a cake.
Thank you for that. The president promised to elevate educational system in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Here he said, our education is our foremost way
Yeah.
to elevate poverty.
Yeah.
Do you think he's ready to raise education in Nigeria? As we all know, he wants approve a loan for students,
Yeah.
which is very difficult for students to acquire that loan, to process that loan. So I think now he's trying to bring a new processes so that this loan will get across to everyone in the country.
Yeah, it will get across to the daughter of a shoemaker, a daughter of a organizer,
Because
a
the
daughter
previous
of
one
market
said
women.
we must have a level 13 lawyer or this or that.
No. You should remove that. What's it called? You should remove that. Those conditions. We don't need any condition. A poor man doesn't need any conditions, because if you condition it, where is he going to get all those? All those things you need on the table for him to be qualified to get that grant. Somebody that is poor already, you want to elevate him from the poor level lifestyle he is living. You don't need to make life more difficult for the person, right? Help the needy. That's let the needy breathe. Let the poor breathe. That's just my statement.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time today, sir. So that's all from Mr. Kole. Let the prof breathe. That's the slang of Mr. President. So, good morning this morning. Welcome on board.
Good morning to you.
It's a pleasure having you.
The pleasure is mine.
So I know you are one of the citizens that wants the good development of this country.
Exactly.
And I think the federal government are heading towards that. Yesterday, they approved a 185 billion naira for fuel subsidy palliative. Do you think this is a welcome development to the previous 8,000 naira that was meant to share to the citizen?
It's a welcome development in the sense that for government to roll out palliatives to ease
The action.
the effects and cushion the effects of this subsidy mover is a very good one. But the modalities in which the federal government is going about sharing this palliative is what I don't subscribe to. Now, it's like the federal government wants to give roll out palliative. You get 5 billion each to state governors. State governors that themselves, they are thieves themselves. State governments, that will keep the money to themselves. The federal government itself is not serious. Giving out cash as palliative is not a welcome development. What stop the federal government from purchasing mass transit buses that could be stationed in strategic local government in different states where you have populated people can board this. At least let there be mass transit buses like let's say like 1,000 in Lagos State, 1,000 in different states, and then people can easily know where people board buses to. People can easily access their buses and then go to work. Then rather than giving state governors money, the state governors money, you are intending the federal government is also making them rich again. Because governors now,
will not bring down the money to the people. Governors will siphon the money. So an average man that policy is targeted at will not get the will not get the money. And now not only money, rice, tons of rice were being, trailers of rice were being given. About like each state gets 7 trailers of rice of states. Now why can't the federal government say, okay, rice is coming to your state home? The way you guys went out to vote, go to your polling unit, go with your PVC complete, you will get a bag of rice. Even if there is no data for the money for the rice to be shared, we don't have data that can capture everybody. The way and manner we vote, let us go to our polling units, go with your voters card, template, you get this palliative. You not give the money, the rice to the federal government again. Now to state governors will now call the state chairman, governors will call party escorts, governors will call top government functionaries. They will share the rice and then share the money. What is the aim of the common man?
So if you are not in the game, you won't get this bag of rice. That's what we are saying.
I don't need to tell you. That's what I'm saying.
So all of us must join any party to get a card.
That is it, because government is making top government functionary rich. Telling an average man to bear the pain. When government is not even making modalities to ease pain for the people. It is bad. This money in question, 5 billion naira each, should not be given to state governors. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows the needs of Nigerians. Transportation is really pertinent. Why don't you make available mass transit that can convey people to and flow, so that people can spend less when it comes to transportation? That would have been a better way to ease this issue, other than giving governors money.
So
this government.
What they did is just to enrich their pockets, because this is not going to go round.
I tire for you. Why you go? I don't go round.
Okay, sir, going forward, sir, the president promised during his campaign, he promised to elevate education in Nigeria.
To what?
To elevate education in Nigeria. So yesterday he said education is an foremost way to end poverty in Nigeria, to kill poverty in Nigeria. And earlier to his tenure, he has already approved a loan for students so that everybody can go to school and not minding what to spend. Do you think he is now ready to make education in Nigeria cheap?
Education in every part of the world is always expensive. But one thing that you should know is that taking care of lecturers is paramount.
The lecturer, all about the students.
Let me speak. Taking care of the lecturer is paramount. And then in return, everywhere in the world, government subsidize education. Ashwabi is telling us that he cannot subsidize education. The same parent will pay for fuel. The same parent will buy food at home. The same parent have other bills to pay. Cost of tariff is on the very high side. Now, in the Western world, students do part-time. Students do part-time and then earn money. Students work for like 2 hours or like 3 hours. Isn't it? Students work for like 2 hours or 3 hours, earn money, and then go to where? Go to school. Government can introduce such policy too.
We have the part-time program in Nigeria.
But I
think the government should push more part-time program out.
I'm not about the program abroad is also full-time.
But they still have this.
You still have hours. Government should also create working hours for our students so that it will relieve the hardship on their parents. That's
so
that's what I'm saying.
On the Niger juntas, ECOWAS Troops said we have waited We have waited too long, and we are ready to strike Niger. Do you think this will affect Nigeria?
ECOWAS troops should go and sit down.
Why?
ECOWAS troops, they are useless. Where was ECOWAS troops when there was hardship in the state? Where was ECOWAS group when the people of Niger could barely feed? Where was ECOWAS troop when life was so unbearable for them? They should go and sit down. They are best of further. If they just take him, same thing would replicate in Nigeria too. So ECOWAS troop should just go and sit down.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time, sir. So, ECOWAS troop, please leave Niger alone. Please subscribe. Okay, that's all for today. Subscribe to our channel, like, and click on the bell button to always get notification of our video every day. Thank you, and see you again tomorrow.